Did you know that a queen once fought an entire army just to retrieve a stolen artifact? Her name was Yaa Asantewaa and she is a legend in Ghana. Asantewaa means the warrior queen in English. And when I tell you about all the amazing things that this woman did, I'm sure you will agree that she deserves the title. The story of how she fought an entire British army with only a few hundred men to defend her is one of the most popular stories in Ghana. Born into royalty in the 19th century, Yaa was the daughter of the chief of the Ashanti Kingdom, which is now present-day Ghana. Her father was a great leader who expanded the kingdom's territory and power. He ruled over the Ashanti people for over 40 years from 1834 to 1867. When he died, his son took over the throne as the new chief, but he wasn't interested in ruling. He wanted to be a trader. So, he left the work of chief to his mother, Yaa Asantewaa. This wouldn't have been a problem if their kingdom wasn't under attack by the British. The British were determined to take over the Ashanti Kingdom, and they had stolen something very important to the Ashanti people, the Golden Stool. The stool was more than just a seat. It was a symbol of the unity of the Ashanti people. To them, it represented their identity, culture and history. And since the British had stolen the Golden Stool, the Ashanti people were looking to their leaders for help in getting it back. But the chief and his mother weren't interested in fighting the British. They wanted to make a deal with them. The mother wanted to trade the stool for something else. But Yaa Asantewaa had other plans. She wanted to fight for the Golden Stool. When she told her son that she planned to lead an army to get it back, he didn't stop her. In fact, he gave her his royal sword to use in battle. So Yaa Asantewaa assembled an army of about 5,000 men and set off to find the British soldiers who had stolen the Golden Stool. On the way, she met with some hunters who had also heard about the theft and wanted to help retrieve the stool. Together, they continued on their journey until they reached a river. There they met a British soldier named Moody, who told them that the British commander had set a trap for anyone who tried to come after them. Moody said that there were British soldiers hiding in the tall grass near the road who would kill anyone who came near the river. But Yaa Asantewaa wasn't afraid. She knew that the Ashanti people were outnumbered, but she was willing to risk it all to get the Golden Stool back. She told her men to tie long poles to their waists and use them to pull themselves across the river. And as they moved through the tall grass, the poles made a loud noise that attracted the attention of the British soldiers. They opened fire on the Ashanti army, but because they couldn't see them in the tall grass, they couldn't hit anything. Yaa Asantewaa led her men in a fierce battle against the British. And they fought bravely, but they were outnumbered and eventually they were forced to retreat. Yaa Asantewaa and her son were captured by the British and taken to Cape Coast Castle, where they were imprisoned for 3 months. Eventually, the British released them and allowed them to keep their lives. But they still didn't give back the Golden Stool. Yaa Asantewaa may not have been able to get the Golden Stool back, but she became a legend in Ghana. The story of her bravery and determination continues to inspire people today. So what can we learn from Yaa Asantewaa? For one, we can see that it's important to stand up for what you believe in, no matter how difficult it may seem. Yaa Asantewaa knew that the odds were against her, but she didn't let that stop her from trying to make a difference. Secondly, we can see that it's important to be prepared. Yaa Asantewaa didn't just march out to war without any planning. She assembled an army and made a plan before she took any action. And finally, we can learn that even if we don't win every battle, we can still be victorious in the end. Yaa Asantewaa may not have been able to get the Golden Stool back, but she is still remembered as a hero. And that's a legacy that will last forever. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to our channel to get notified when we release new videos. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank all of our supporters for making these videos possible.